I don't know what happened, but my phone just stopped. I don't know. And I hope everyone is doing well. Everyone, am I live or not? Yeah. Everyone is having a good Sunday. And yeah, so today I decided to speak about social media, the, the depression and sadness people are dealing with. All of us are concerned because all of us are dealing with it. Majority of us, I would say. So the reason why I decided to speak about that today, yesterday I talked to a friend and I told her, she's like, oh, how are you? I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sad. And, I feel um, like I'm so stressed today. And I feel like I don't spend enough time with God, and I spend too much time on social media. When I mean social media, I'm talking about TikTok because it's TikTok always had funny video, and I am somebody who likes to laugh. I'm always it's like an addiction. You cannot stop. There's always somebody doing something funny, and instead of you focus on the time that you're supposed to spend with God, you ended up spending a big amount of time on social media. And my friend said, wow, that's funny, Marie. You tell me the same thing. I had a friend who called me. She said she gonna close her Facebook, she gonna close her Instagram, and she feel like a little depressed about social media. And my friend also, she said, I felt a little bit stressed too. I feel like I spending too much time on social media because she is somebody that always help me out. You always have to have someone who is honest with you, who has strong faith in God, and who is also honest to themselves. Welcome, Trivial. Oh my God, you always there. I am so grateful that you always listening to the message. Feel free to share also. I appreciate your support. So, so to she's the type of person that so honest to herself, and I we met at work, and she's way much younger than me, but that girl has so much wisdom from God, and she is someone that helping me a lot growing. And she told me that, she said, you know what, I felt the same way. She has an online business too, and it was going well, and she said like things she asked God, once she got it, she feels like she doesn't do what she used to do, spending time with God. Like she's someone who always praying, when she wake up, listen to the gospel music, doing things that she's supposed to do, right? And helping me grow too, because I'm not the type of person, to be honest with you, I'm spiritual, I'm not religious, but when I am, you need someone when you go to the wrong way who can remind you, you have to come to the right way, right? And today again, I had my friend, one of my good friend in France. So I sent her a voice message on WhatsApp. That's where I spoke with my family and friends in France, because I cannot call them for free. They call me for free, but it's easily to speak with them on WhatsApp. And she sent me a text today to said, I'm sorry I didn't answer you. I removed my WhatsApp. I feel like I am so stressed. She's like, oh, she's so stressed with social media, and she has to remove it, and she has some little things that going on into her life, and even her own mother doesn't support her, and she feels a little bit alone. So from there, that's the people that I know that I'm very close. All of them had, including me, had something negative to do with social media, right? And I had to sit down and I said, you know what, I want to have a talk on YouTube and sharing my thought about social media. Like I said, I know sometimes when I am live, you ask me when I'm gonna come back. I don't really know when I will be back, because God bring wisdom taught to me, and I want to share it to the world. And I don't just come on YouTube to just spreading like any ignorant message for views, for money. I want to share a message that I know who will inspire others to do good for themselves, personal growth, and also to help others. And that's why it's very important to have good people in your life, people that is that has strong wisdom from God, and people who can be honest with yourself, people who are honest with themselves too. Because when you are honest to yourself, when you started going wrong, you will feel guilty. You will know what is wrong. That's what we call self-reflection. God give us wisdom as human beings when we're doing things that we're not supposed to do, or we're a little bit distracted by the world, to come back to ourselves, right? So from there, I had to speak about it because social media is fake, right? I had to tell people that it's really hard to see um, anyone on Facebook, anyone on YouTube, anyone on TikTok, Instagram just come showing the worst life. They always want to show the best. That's why I respect people who sharing their past, because I've learned from that when I was dealing with my healing season. Yes, Trevor, very true. When I was dealing with my healing season, sorry guys, I was walking in the sun for like over an hour. That's why I'm sweating. I'm really like. So when I was dealing with that time, that's when I discovered YouTube, right? I used to use YouTube young just to dance and things like that. I closed my account later on, and I discovered YouTube by listening to motivational speaker like Les Brown, um, people who are pastor who has strong message to pass, to share to the world, and that can inspire me. And from there, after reading the book of Les Brown's, the name is Lives Your Dream. From there, I didn't have no fear. A book of someone who is very inspired from God, who been to a lot, can really change you into a better person. And I said, you know what, I have to share this message. And God brought it to my mind. God sent those people, and also for me to share my what I feel to those people, and they can be open to me. It's because God want me to talk about it. Because some people, they are stressed. I had a cousin, she removed her Facebook because she said she was very depressed from Facebook. She wasn't married. She's not married, and everyone is married. Everyone is showing their beautiful lives. Everyone is so happy, and I never had this problem. Never. I had to tell my cousin, you know what? People will never show you their failure. It's hard to see people, even a woman, they don't even come out when they like without makeup, because they want you to see the most beautiful. That's why somebody who feel comfortable in their own skin. It's not easy to see a woman come like me right now, sweating with my hair crazy, talking on YouTube. They want to look good. People wants to see. We're living in a world, everything is fake. And it's not easy to find good people, real people who are gonna be honest with you, showing you the truth. Yes. So when she told me that, I had to tell her, because I always feel bad when people feel depressed from other people's lives. And I had to tell her, I said, Cruz, let me tell you something. You cannot you cannot be depressed about what's going on social media, because correct, because people will always show you their best. They will not share the worst moment with you. People who do that, it's people who really God want to use to share, to change the world. They have a purpose. They don't care about judgmental. They don't care about what people think about them. All they care is sharing, is doing their job, what the purpose that they have to share, right? So I had to take me as an example for her. I said, look, I came to America. All my family thought, oh, I got lucky. I found a man, he's a doctor, he has money, he put me in a big house, he gave me this, he gave me that. But people, and when I share on my Facebook, oh, she has a beautiful family, because I'm not gonna show people that, oh, me and my husband are fighting, are showing him he's domestic, he's abusive, controlling, disrespectful to me. Nobody wants to do that, right? So guess what? I was living hell. At home. I didn't want to be there. But people just see me as, ooh, that lady got lucky. I had family, friends who are comparing my cousin with me. That, oh, she's so, look at Marie. She just came, she met that man, she's this. But they didn't know inside what I was dealing with, right? And that's why you should never compare your life to people, your looks to other, your whatever wisdom to other, like think, oh, this person earns so many degrees, I cannot, I don't get anything. There's a reason why you don't get it. It's not the right time yet. It's not the right time yet. Maybe God has something for you. And again, I always said, God gives talents, men give skills. So you don't go to school to be talented. You go to school to get the skills that you need to make money. If you need talent, you need something deeper than that. You have to be connected to God. And I understand that very true. Anything that I do, I don't put God first, it's not gonna work. Even in my relationship. And when we make decisions by ourselves without putting God first, it's not going to work. Even it looks great, everything gonna be perfect. My ex-husband and I, we didn't have a foundation. Our relationship wasn't founded from God. There was no honesty. I was honest, real to him, but this person wasn't real to me. If you are a real person, an honest person to yourself, and you go with someone who doesn't have the same values of life, of thought as you, he will not work. Because what they do, they make you believe exactly what you want to get you. And once you started living with that person or sharing your life with them, people cannot lie forever. What you're gonna realize is, wow, this is not what I'm looking for. And even this person will give you everything. Someone who has faith, who is connected to God, God will always bring them back to the reality and understand, look, you made a mistake, now go fix your mistake. And that's why I want to talk about this type of behavior we have right now in our society. Depression, that's what a lot of us are dealing with. And sometimes we think people are happy inside, but they're not. We think this person, we get jealous from somebody. Oh my God, she has that, she thinks she's this, but you don't know what she's dealing with. That's why I took the time to talk to people, understand them. I don't have time to start being envious, be jealous from what someone had, because I don't know how hard they work to make it. I don't know how they suffer. I don't know also what they're dealing inside. A picture can look good, but inside of the picture, we don't know before they take the picture how they were fighting, right? So when my friend told me that about social media, and for me, I'm going to talk about me instead of talking about what my friend said. I don't have this issue like feeling so depressed about what people showing on social media, because I know I live it, and God gave me that I take so happy. I'm so grateful for it. I never get jealous of nobody. I'm always happy when someone is improving their life. And I've learned, if this person can do that, I can do it too. I don't feel, I should be like this person, because I know someone always will be smarter than I, more beautiful than I, more wealthier than I. Anything that I need, I go to God to get it, and He will be good. I will not feel like, oh my God, I don't compare myself to people, right? And you should be like this. No, any of you who are dealing with social media depression, no, social media is fake. It is very fake. People not telling you the truth. People are showing their best. People are showing what is the best. They're not gonna show you what. Before they make the video, they don't show you behind the scene. They don't show you what's going on. It's like a movie. When we're having a movie, I'm an extra in movies. Before they take the right shot, they make you do it more than 50 times. That's one thing I don't like about acting, because they want to have the perfect. They don't want the audience to see the one who's not perfect, right? We live in a perfect world, but the world is not perfect. We are not perfect. Only God is perfect. When you're looking for perfection, if you're going to compare yourself to people, you will never be happy. And my friend that I'm saying, they are not stressed because they compare their life to people. They are very, very good people. But they feel stressed because they spend too much time on social media. And this is the same problem that I have. Not with Facebook or other things, with TikTok. Because TikTok is a very, very funny app. and you have all type. The good thing about it, you have people who just true to themselves. I think that's the they have the app people are so real. They show you so many funny video, and you can stay there for hours watching videos and videos and videos. And I understand. I had to do a self reflection about myself. I said, you know what, I spent too much time on this social media thing, and instead of me doing things that I supposed to do, I'm like laughing and sharing video and this and that. This is distraction. And yesterday I felt so sad about it. I said, God, I don't spend enough time with God, right? And again, I don't go to church really, but I'm a very spiritual person, and I know when I don't do what I supposed to do, right? So, and I was talking about that with my friend. My friend told me the same, and all the friends outside of another country tell me the same. I'm like, wow, something is not right. And I had a cousin who had the same issue, not the same issue, who feel like depressed because people showing the perfect life it is. And I said, I have to share this message. I have to share this message. And I know the message that I want to share. Like, don't take nobody as your idol for God, right? Because as human beings, when we find someone that we like, right? I find this person that we started talking. He's not my boyfriend and I'm not his girlfriend, but we're very attracted physically to each other. And I realized that once he wake up, this person going to work at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., at 2 a.m., he's sending me a message. He will call me. And he will send me, oh, you just the person in my head, you just this, that. And me too, by talking to him, he take over my mind. It's like I cannot think about anything else, right? And I had to talk to my friend about it. And yesterday, and I called one friend and I was telling her that. She's like, you're so funny. It's like he's an evil or something. It's because you are falling for him. That's the thing when a person who has a godly person and another person in the world, because they cannot see what you're trying to say. They cannot feel it. We are not in the same world, right? And I called my other friend. She's like, yes, you shouldn't focus that much about that person. Try to occupy your mind. And from there, I said, you know what? I have to do something, because I have to remind myself, God don't like you to idol another person. Once you started taking to someone, they occupied your mind like 24 hours. It's them. You want to speak to them, everything. It's like, this is too much. You have to bring it down, right? And so yesterday, I went on YouTube and I started listening to some inspirational messages about how you should be closer to God, how you should spend time with God. And I share it to him too. And he called me and I was like, you know what, I want to tell you something. I think both of us, we really attracted from each other physically, and I want to help you spiritually. I want you to be stronger spiritually, and I want you also to help me spiritually, because I've learned that a relationship without a foundation of God is nothing. It doesn't matter how a man love you or a woman love you physically and sexually or anything. As long that you don't have God into your relationship, you don't have nothing. So I don't want to make the same mistake. I said, you know what? I had to do my job as a woman, right? As a woman who's following God. And I had to tell this person, look, I know you see my look, I know you see the woman that I am, but I want you to see me deeper than that. I want us to be closer to God. I want us to follow the rules. We're not gonna be perfect, but if you're really gonna be the person to be in my life, we have to have a foundation. And he's like, okay, he appreciate blah blah blah, and yeah, so we were talking about that, but why I've learned that from my past relationship. And that's why I always tell people, you should then take your failure relationship or your whatever you've been through, a divorce or a business who didn't work. Oh my God, sorry, I am in downtown. That's why there's so much noise. Um, like anything that you've been through, that's a way for you to become wiser, to become smarter, not to repeat the same mistake. Because I will not know this if I didn't go through what I've been through with my ex-husband. When I met my ex-husband, it was a very physical relationship. We both very attracted to each other. We travel, we do this, we do that, but we didn't spend time with God, right? We didn't have this foundation. And my ex, I remember, he said he believed in I didn't know the name in English. That's why he got me, because I will never date a man who doesn't believe in God. um, I forgot what term he used, but the term that he used, he doesn't believe in God. So anyone that you're going to be a want to, if that person don't believe in God, that person just want, they believe in science, they believe in themselves, or I don't know. It's the time for you to walk away, because I can tell you, by me who has a strong spiritual belief, when I go where I'm not supposed to go, God remind me. Not atheist, to be honest with, I think he probably atheist, to be honest with you. He said he believed in science and like those, I don't even know, I forgot the name that he used. But when I talked to, because English at this time I didn't really understand the English language, I thought he mean, you know, I forgot the name. It's after when he spoke. When I'm talking about God, I'm like, oh my God. And those people, they're not gonna get you closer to God. They're gonna make you to do backward, you know. And there was a point when I was with this person, when you're spending too much time with a person, you becoming little by little like them, little by little like them. One thing I didn't like, I know I was changing, because I didn't want to be judgmental over poor people, and I didn't like the fact that he's judging black people and we are black. And from there I know there was something wrong, you know. And those are the things that I know. I said, you know what, I don't want to be around that person. I felt so negative. I felt so out of where I supposed to be. And I said, I don't care, I have to leave. This person is not for me, and this person will not change. Only God can change him. I took the time, 5 years of my life, to try to change someone, wasting my energy, and it wasn't, I should not do that. And that's why now, anyone who's talking to me, I have to find out who they are, what's their relationship with God. I don't want anybody to put me first. I want you to put God first, and I can come second. And because I will not put you first. And I said, you know what, we really need to understand, as human beings, we have so many distractions into the world. Good thing can be a bad thing too. You know, the technology has changed, it's good, but at the same time it's bad. It's the same thing that as women, they have power now, we can walk, we can vote, but that there's a higher divorce rate. Because let me tell you something, when you don't have, which is not good, but I'm just giving you comparison, and you can see how in life we have to choose the good and leave the bad. And be careful when you think everything is good. In everything good, there's also bad. Don't think everything is so good and perfect. And I've learned that even with people that I look up to and think, oh, this person, I have so much respect for that person. This person is helping her community, blah, blah, blah. And after I realized, whoa, I was wrong. My friend that I spoke to in French, she just sent me a message, said, it's the end of the world. So yeah, talking about women who has they now we are so independent, we can do whatever we want. There's a higher divorce rate because before women will live in an abusive relationship because they didn't have a choice, right? She sent me the message. They didn't have a choice to to say I'm leaving. If they're leaving, the society will look down on them. It's shame. Some of them will die because no in in that time people didn't believe in divorce. They will not be able to survive, so they were survivors. Even they weren't happy, they live in a broken relationship, and people think because they married there was no divorce, right? There's really, divorce wasn't that big. So it was a good thing for some people who think living, staying marriage and family values, but at the same time those women weren't happy. Some of them, they were able to stay, change their husband, right? So it's the same thing for technology. Technology has changed since 2019. I've been working at home and I love it because I spent more time with my children. I spent more time with the comfort of my son. But at the same time, since there's so much change, now we have different apps. We have different, so many crazy videos. We have so many distractions. We forget about ourselves. Now we're so connected with virtual world. We forget to spend time with our friends, with our family, sharing time with us. We forget to put God first. Today, I have to pray. I have to I have to do I have to fast because after doing my self-reflection, I realized that I've I've been really unfair to God for everything that He did to me. Everything that I asked God when I pray, He gave them to me really quick. But at the same time, if I don't do what I told Him I will do, He will take them very quick, right? 1 second. So from there, I had to um, to to do a fasting and pray over things that I do wrong to God and ask Him for forgiveness. Because I've been, I kept saying, I was talking to my friend, I said, I don't have the energy to even pray. I want to fast, I don't have the energy. I kept saying, God help me. I don't take my time to pray, to explain to Him the need what I need, the doors that are closed, I need Him to open them to me. Where I have like difficulty, to remove them and to make me stronger mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I didn't take the time to God said if you need anything, you ask Him. But if you don't ask God, how do you think God gonna give it to you, right? And also I realized that I made a decision to be friend with somebody that is not aligned to God, right? You will be surprised. That's why you have to be very, very, very careful about who you allow to be in your life. And I swear to God, since I met this person less than 3 months ago, my life changed negatively. My ex started calling me in court. My ex started acting crazy again. He was calming. He wasn't driving me crazy like that. And I started having things I cannot focus on my business, right? Um, Things that I want to improve couldn't improve. And yesterday, one of my friend reminded me. She said, you know what? And I remember she always told me, she said, you're too nice with people. You have to be careful. I told you already. And that friend that I met, she was born and raised all her life in Haiti. And people has their way when they want you to believe in something, they will come slowly. Because let me tell you something, if I believe in the devil and I know you're a very strong person spiritually in God, I will not come to you and say to do that. go worship the devil. I will come to you slowly, make you believe that I believe in God too, and trying to introduce you very slowly to the devil without even knowing it. And I don't say she introduced me to the devil, but I know. I always talk about that person when that person is telling me about the problem. I said, you know what, I will pray for you. You have to pray, you have to spend time with God, you have to fast. When I was dealing with my problem, I fast, and God give me the thing so fast. Because when I cannot help people, even I can help you, I always keep you in prayer, and I told you what to do. The first thing that I will tell you what to do is God, because I've learned prayer can break everything. Everything. People think, oh, I got lucky. My family, oh, she got lucky. They don't know how strong is my spiritual belief. That's why I don't get lucky. I get blessed. And believe it or not, when I don't do what I'm supposed to do, I don't spend time with God, whatever God gave me, He take it away. So that's why people need to have a strong belief in God. And when I align myself with people that I'm not supposed to align myself, God will punish me for that, right? So that person, she started telling me, educate me about voodoo. That's why, a lot of people who are very open-minded sometimes can be good and bad. You want to learn about everything. Be careful about what you're going to learn. I'm Haitian. As you know, I am very proud of my culture. But one thing that I can tell you, voodoo don't do good. There's no way I'm going to empower a religion. Since I'm Haitian, I was born in this culture. I know. I never heard someone do voodoo to do good, right? I never heard someone said, I'm gonna do voodoo to help my friend. It's always forcing something to be happen. If you force something to happen that God don't want to be happen, it's not good. It's always forcing a relationship, forcing this woman to love me, forcing this man who doesn't want me to love me. I don't believe in that. You should respect people's decision. If somebody don't want you, don't try to go to a voodoo preacher to make the person love you. That's why I don't support voodoo. I respect voodoo because it's the culture. But guess what? I will not do it. Anyone who align with voodoo, you're not my friend. I can talk to you, I respect you, but you will not be in my life. And also, people in Haiti, a lot of us, I'm telling you that I have family in Haiti. I'm Haitian. I'm not someone who's talking about my country like, ooh, because I'm not Haitian, right? I know my culture, I know what I'm talking about. They are so deep into this thing. And you know what? I didn't think the devil exists until something happened to one of my family members in Haiti. This person was dating. She has a boyfriend, her husband. A woman started cheating on the man. And the woman wanted to take her husband. And you know what they did? Her sister, they put what they call, what is the name in Creole? Poudre, a powder. Poudre in Creole, but powder in English. They make it a way. If you pass it, the way they do it is very spiritual. The person, her feet got so big. And me, as stupid who didn't believe devil exists, the person called me asking me for help. I said money, but I said you have to go to the hospital. She goes to the hospital. They told her that they have to cut the feet because the feet has water things. And at this time there was so many craziness in Haiti. I said, you just drink a bad water, something bad happened. There's no way in my head I think, oh, somebody can do that. It will exist, right? And the person gets upset at me, like, it's because you grew up in France. That's why you don't understand Haitian culture. You didn't. And I got upset. I got very frustrated. I'm like, I was much younger. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Everything in Haiti is voodoo, voodoo. You guys are crazy. Go this, go that. You know what? They wanted to cut this girl's feet. Her sister didn't allow that to be happen. She took her to a voodoo preacher. You know what? The girl now, her feet is like me. The girl is good. Correct. So from there, And they didn't tell me because I sent them money for them to go to the hospital. They know I don't believe in that, and I'm saying go pray. That's why people do things after me. It never happened because I don't believe in it. I believe it exists. The devil exists, but guess what? The day that you take your time to go to say voodoo preach, to go burn things in your house, to go put smell. I have friends when I was dealing with my divorce, my relationship trouble. My mother-in-law came to live with me. She from Nigeria. They said, oh, African friends and Haitian friends. African people, they do voodoo. You have to buy this thing, burn in your house. I said, in Jesus' name, I will not do that. I will take my Bible and pray. And my mother-in-law, she came to me to say, Marie, my aunt told me, she said, you know what? It's because she tried to do something to you, she couldn't. You a child, but you older than me. You are a child, but you old in your mind, in your way, you older than a lady who is more than 80 years old. And I smile, because guess what? She probably, people who is doing bad thing, when they cannot get you, they probably think you're doing the same as them. But they don't know there's a higher power than the devil. That's why anyone who wants to do devil, you out of my way. So that girl that I met, I told you, she started educating me about voodoo. Voodoo is a religion, and I was very open learning about it. She went to Africa. She told me, oh, this, that. She has so much knowledge about it. She trying to tell me what is voodoo, and I remember dancing on it. And there was one video of her that I saw on Instagram. It was just like, the video looks like not good. The way it's like, it was the way it's like satin, right? I block her everywhere, and especially she did something she's not supposed to do, and I said I pray for her because I was in ways where she raised. I don't know her past. I don't know her childhood. I don't know what she been through. I cannot judge her. I am nobody to judge her. But one thing that I know, I don't want to be around someone who is practicing and believe in something that I don't believe, and who doesn't want to focus and try to change themselves to God. They have their belief system. That's their belief system. The stronger power somebody can have is when they... Yeah, that's very true. So, and I can tell you, since I met that girl, things didn't work in my life. Things just didn't work in my life. My ex, even he's a narcissist, I know how to deal with him because I don't give him any attention. He came, he take the kids by. He called police. I talk to the police by because the police already know. I don't. This person, my ex came the same day she was there. Go talk to my ex. Oh, you know what? I am a Virgo like you. We were born the same day. Where do you know this person? Respect. You respect people, relationship, people past. If you're my friend, I told you, and you know what I've been through with that person. And I told you, don't talk to him, don't talk to him. Right? I go to your house. I know what you're dealing with your husband. I act like I don't even know. Even you told me, Marie, come tell him hello. I say hello. My name is Mary. Nice meeting you. I go back in my room. I don't have time. If you, my friend, if I want something for you, I will talk to you. And sometimes you don't even need to talk to the people. Just pray for them and God will do his work. People who doesn't have the spiritual belief of God, you have to stay away from them. Because those people, they don't even see what you're dealing with. All they see is jealousy. The pain that they're dealing with, they want to spread it to you. They want you now to suffer worse than them or even like them. So that's why social media is the devil that taking care of social media. Because anything that brings bad energy, that bring jealousy, that bring sadness, depression is not from God. And today I had to take the time to spend it with God, to pray and ask God, help me to spend less time on social media, because social media is good. That's where I market my business. That's where I try to do things. But at the same time, I cannot forget there's so many distractions in it. So anyone right now who are dealing with social media, depression, stress, sadness, I want to tell you, it's not from God. Yes, it's all over social media, all over. People they think they are in a virtual world. And you cannot be real. If you real, they're not gonna like you. You know, so many people on Facebook who doesn't like me because I talk the truth. I am who I am. I'm not there to make people like me. I don't care. I said how I feel. People, they don't like that. If you are an outspoken, real person, they like fake. And that's why us as women, we're spending so much time on ourselves, putting fakeness, putting fake butt, putting fake things. Instead of going in the sun, go for a walk, eating healthy, drinking healthy smoothie, learning how to cook, eating healthy food. I'm saying that not because I'm judging you, because that's the most important thing. When you have health, you have everything. You're rich. I got the COVID-19, the bad one. Guess what? He couldn't destroy me. I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't go to the hospital because my immune system is high enough to deal with it. And I know what I have to do in order to remove it in my bloodstream. So that's why I want to tell you people, the things that you focus so much, it's not the most important. It's not. Trying to impress someone, after you finish impressing them, what you gonna get from it? Trying to make someone sad, what do you get from it? Correct. Health is wealth. I always said that. When you try making somebody depressed, what do you get from it? Try to be in competition with people, what do you get from it? Jealousy, what do you get from it? You don't get nothing. You should be happy when you're helping someone getting better, when you improve your life and people can look to you and be honest with them. Don't say, oh, I got it like this. My friend told me, oh, why are you tell people what you've been through? I have to tell people what I've been through so they know I didn't just use my look to get where I am now. Or I sleep with someone to help me with my credit. No, I went to hell. And I don't have no shame to say it, because I am the woman that I am now because all the trauma that I've been through with this crazy husband. And God knows for what reason he put me to that. That was a way to change me, to make me the woman that I am now, to make me connect with others. I will never be that person to judge another person because that person is poor, because he's in the street, because the person cannot eat, because the person is dealing with so much trauma, because I know this is not, this is nothing. And I know this person can, even she's dealing with that, she can take the time and getting better. Exactly. So, if you have, of course, I share my story, and I don't care. When I share my story on Facebook, people, they don't like it because they probably dealing with some deep story. They don't want to not tell the world, and they, instead of them expressing their feeling, music helped me, dancing helped me express my sadness. I don't keep sadness in my body. My body is the temple of God. No sadness can stay inside. Once I feel sadness, I need to find a way to remove it in my body. And when you're dealing with stress, with depression, and you just want to act like everything is perfect on social media, you're not going to be happy. And you're going to go deeper and deeper. You don't want to do therapy. You don't want to speak. You don't need to go to see a therapist, a professional therapist. Your friend can be the person you share, somebody you trust, your family. Speaking with others that you really trust. That's a way of talking. That's a way of therapy. But a lot of us, we prefer fake it to make it. And I don't believe in fake it to make it. I never believe in this world. I never do things for the society. I never do things because I want others to make me happy, and I do things because that's what God wants me to do, and that's what that I need, right? Not oh, this person gonna judge me. If I was thinking like that, I will still staying in a bad abusive relationship by faking it. My husband is this, my husband is that. He is all this, but he wasn't a godly person. He wasn't the man that God wants for me. I made the mistake to choose that person, and I had to fix it. I had to ask God for help, for forgiveness, for making the choice by myself, for not asking him for help to choose for me. And that's why any man that talking to me right now, I want to know the relationship with God. They probably come because they see, oh, she look hot. But let me tell you something, you're not gonna get that hot easily. I need to know what is in your mind, how I can connect with you when we go into tough moment, how we can find a solution. Some people, they're so wanting inside, they can't even express their feeling. They're dealing with trauma, with drama, with difficulty. They're dying in their bed. They don't want to speak because they don't want people to judge them. If somebody judge you, what you gonna get from it? They're not gonna kill you. You know, so many people who judge me. I don't care. I still live. I still look better, look good, and look better than them, healthier than them. I'm still living because my happiness is not coming from them. They're not my source of inspiration. I live a life of God. My spirit, my belief, that's all I need. I do self-reflection. When I did something wrong, I ask God for forgiveness. I've learned from my experience, from my mistake. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. People who are honest with themselves, you have to be honest with yourself first before you start judging others. Before you start saying this person is this person is that. I met that girl. She knows everyone who has bad spirit. This person has a bad spirit. Actually, now I realize she is the one who has bad spirit. That's why she doesn't have no friends. Said any friends that I have, they leave me. That is not normal. And I was too naive to not understand. When you just meet someone, they said they don't have no friends. Something is wrong. Because God wants us to help each other. God wants you to put him first, but that doesn't mean you should be by yourself. You need someone. That's why God gives talents to others to inspire us, to push us to do what he wants us to do, right? And you see how I'm talking? English is not even my first language. I am so passionate speaking. The words that come into my mouth, I feel like it's just God taking over me sometimes to just speak. And sometimes I just want to speak. I just want to tell what's going on, what I feel, what I've been through, what people telling me is a way to share to others who dealing with depression, with stress. There are people right now who think to take their life away for nowhere, for no reason, because of stress, because of depression. And that's why I don't have a TV. I don't have a TV since I was a teenager. I know for the world, for the society, I'm a weird kid. I do extra. I play as an extra actress. When I go to play movie, and in some movies, those show billions, and they're like, you know, this man, I don't know the actor. And the people that I play role with, they're like, you want to be an actress? You don't even know? I can be an actress, but that doesn't mean I have to know everything that going. Because some movies, they don't have anything to share with my mind, with my brain. I'm not gonna take anything to inspire me. That's why I had some job as an actress. Yesterday, I had I applied for a movie, not for a movie, for a show. To play in a video music, Khaled music video. Anyone can know Khaled. So they accept me and they ask me to send a submission. What I have to do, wearing a bikini. They said they're looking for Caribbean people to dance, and I like to dance. But guess what? Even I like to dance, I don't DJ Khaled, correct? So guess what? I have to wear bikini, walking in a video, sending it to them. I said, hell no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not in the beach. Why I should I declined it. And I remember when I was in New York too in 2018, I had this world to kiss it was a kissing wall. I said I will not kiss someone that I don't know. It's an actor. I don't want to fake it to make it. There's things you can fake it, but I understand acting is acting. You acting, but there's rule. As a person who believe in God, there's things that I'm not gonna do to fake it to make it. And that's why this world, you see a lot of people who are rich, they become depressed because they do things in order for them to arrive where they are. Things they're not supposed to do. But the fact that they don't have what they call integrity from God, they will do anything to get whatever they want, because all they want is fame, is money, nothing else. And when they have the fame, they have the money, there's nothing inside. Nothing. They empty. Emptiness will bring you depression, will bring you stress. When I feel stressed, I take my smoothie, I go for a walk, I pray. I say, God help me when I don't have strength to pray, and I go for a walk. I will always find something to do. I take my kids to the park, we play soccer. There's so many things you can do. You don't need to be empty. And stop comparing your life to people, please. Because you don't know what's going on to that person's life. A lot of people who are sharing their lives to hurt others, they're not happy with themselves. Good people, they want everyone to be happy. I'm telling you that right now. My friends tell me that I am too nice. I don't believe in that. I don't believe there's such thing. But sometimes I have to be careful. I cannot look at someone who is suffering and I can provide my help. I will not be happy to see someone suffer and feel like, oh, good for that person, I'm better than them. That is evil. That's not the spirit from God. And that's the world that we live in, especially in America. People are very, very selfish. Selfishness is taking over. There are people, billionaires, but there are also people who are dying, cannot even eat. Look at what's going on in Afghanistan, in Haiti. Now New York crimes is so high. New York was a place I will go, I will walk, take the train at 5 a.m. I wasn't living in the best neighborhood. I was living in Bronx, in Brooklyn, in Queens. I never lived in Manhattan. Now even in Manhattan, they're having a lot of crimes. You know what's going on? God is not happy with us. God wants us to help each other. He wants us to support each other. He wants us to understand each other. He wants us to be honest with ourselves and Him. When we do something wrong, we go to Him and ask Him for forgiveness. When our brother and sister is dealing with trouble, we have to be there to support them. Sometimes it's not always about money. Even you speaking to that person, you give them a message of encouragement. You will help them from doing something they're not supposed to do. But guess what? We are there laughing at them, happy for them, and trying to make them more depressed. And destroying the world, because right now we're losing our power. People, the rich want to be the one to make decisions for us, and we don't see it. That's why I get stressed. Things that I'm reading, things that I saw what's going on into the world, and a lot of people who cannot think deeply, they think it's normal, and we against each other. Oh, this person don't take the vaccine. This person is supposed to take the vaccine. This person is, I'm not taking it. I'm taking it. It's like almost like everything is about the virus. You know what I do in that moment? I just said, God, take over it. I pray the Lord. I said, I know we're living in a world of destruction. We're living off a world of dishonesty. But my world, as long that you have faith, I know God will always protect His children who really believe in Him. And I had to say that because the way that I am, that I'm always dancing, I don't really like to talk about God because I'm not a religious person. But I said, you know, inside of me, people never see the Mary that I am. Only people who is very close to me know me. But people who just see me on social media, they just think, oh, this girl always dancing. They don't see the deep person that I am spiritually. But why I should hide that? That's a great quality from God. He helps me. And I believe if I share it to others, it will help others too. Whatever you have good, you want to share it to the world, because the world needs more positivity than negativity. We have already the negative. We need more good people. We need more good people. The talent that you have, you want to share it. The thought that you have, you want to share it. Whatever message of encouragement that you have, you want to share it to your brother, to your sister. When you walk in the street, you see an homeless asking for help. If you don't have money, take the time to say hello, how are you, how was your day? That doesn't make you weird. I know everything is weird in America. Anything that is good is weird. When you take your time, you talk to someone who needs, and I've learned that is doing my divorce. I will go to the court. I saw women who couldn't speak English, Spanish women who've been to the same situation as me, abusive relationship. They don't have a lawyer. Amen, Trivel. They don't have a lawyer. They can't afford a lawyer. They're dealing with a narcissist husband. Guess what? I walked to that lady. I talked to the lady. The lady started crying. I made more than 5 people in the court in Fort Lauderdale cry with just me talking to them. I'm not a motivational speaker. I said, God used me. God used my mouth. God used what I have inside to share the message, to share positivity to those people, for them to not give up. You know, so many people, when they go in dealing with divorce, they just lose themselves. You know? So, from there, and the ladies, oh, thank you very much, thank you. One tell me, God sent you. And there's a lady that I met who was at the DV to do a restraining order on her son. It was a black woman. And sometimes I will walk to people and talk to them. I don't really care. It's like God just allowed me to do that. And she's like, and I started talking to her, and I had to ask her. I said, "Is her dad in his dad is in his life?" She said, "No." And I started going deeper with her. I said, you know, as I'm a mother, I know people never think that I gave birth, but I gave birth to 2 children. One thing that I know as a mother, her rules is to do the best for her children and pray for them. And I told her, she stopped. I started talking to her deeply and deeply and deeply. The lady said, what you said is very true. And I said, pray for your son. Whatever you did wrong, you don't know, ask God for forgiveness. Pray for your son. The world wants us to believe we should be against each other. That's your son. You birthed the son. Today I pray for my children. I said my children will not be abused. They will not be controlled. They will not be manipulated. They will not be neglected. Because the person who birthed them, everything that I have in me, they will have it multiplied in themselves. They will be stronger, smarter. They will have more wisdom than I. I pray over my children. Even I don't care with who they are. I will pray over them for God to control their mindset, to control their body, to control their thought. When you are a mother, you are a parent, you don't go against your children. I'm sorry. I will not go against my parents. Whatever they did to me, I walk away. I will not go against my father, my mother. I will not go against my blood. After God, they are my everything. So they make us believe we should always fight against each other. We should always, the fight never stop. The fight never stop. And God always sent good people to my life. I applied for a school, and that lady called me yesterday, the person who has to accept your application. She didn't call me for the school. She called me to check on me, and I was very stressed out yesterday. She said, I just want to find out how's your children, blah, blah, blah. And we started having deep conversation. She told me, Marie, you know what? Just pray. One day you're going to call me to tell me this man leave you alone. She started telling me she has a son who, you know, as a teenager age, who started to be really not the way she wants him to be. She said she prayed. Now her son is good. Her son is with his family. Prayer is everything. We don't need weapon. What we need is prayer. Because America has enough weapon. Guess what? They never stop trouble. They are the country that is the most selfish country in the world when it comes to which country. They have so many resources. What do? People are selfish against each other. They never had enough. Instead of them helping the poor, what do? They want to control the poor. They want to destroy the poor. They're not there to help. They're looking down on you. They're making you against each other. Now, the devil is using color to hurt each other. We are in a war. Now, you are black. We forget that if you cut me, you're gonna see a red blood. And if I cut you, you're gonna see red blood. No, yes, they do, but they don't care. That's why when I met with people, I want to know how you make your money. Did you make it right or did you make it wrong? Is your money change your mind? Because let me tell you something, it's easy for us when we get what we want, what the world, what the society wants us to have, to just think we're better than others. It's so easy to not be genuine, to just think, oh, this person is less than I. And I remember when I left my ex-husband, I had this friend. She told me I do this, do that. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. God going to help me get my green card. She said, good luck, Marie. Everything is God, 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 God. I said, you think you don't need people? God helped me get my green card in 4 months. And I call her, I tell her. And that's why a lot of people who tell me you're not going to do this, they don't like me. Because they can't understand. They cannot understand. And people like that, you don't need to focus on them. People who are sad, they're living for sadness. They don't know how to remove the sadness inside of them. You don't want to focus on them. If you can help them, help them. But if you see it's so deep, you cannot remove it, just pray for them. Because there are some people right now, they have everything. They have a family, beautiful family. They have a supportive wife or a supportive husband. They have a finance very good. They still need something. They're still taking drugs because they're looking for something that can put them different. They want to have such, I don't know how to explain it. Did you know majority of people who's taking drugs, they are wealthier, the wealthiest people? Did you know lawyers and doctors, they are the most who's taking the heaviest drug because they have money, they have power, they can get access to it easily? So that's why personal growth is the most important. Personal growth. And be patient. I've learned, that's why I'm learning, I'm not patient in love. That's why I'm learning to be patient. Because when you're not patient, bad things gonna happen to you. Because you want things to happen so fast. I am patient in every aspect, but in love I'm not patient. But I'm learning. When I want to go too fast, I said, take a step back. I have to remind myself. I've learned from my mistake. Maybe this mistake, God wanted me to learn from it, right? God wanted me to learn from it, and I'm not gonna make the same mistake. I'm not. That's why I've been single for 3 years. My friend kept telling me, you need a man. That's why he gonna leave you alone. No. The man that I need, God will send it to me. I'm not going to find a man by myself because I want my ex-husband to leave me alone. Because I don't have power over the action he's doing. Whatever my ex-husband he's doing, that's his problem. He has his own thought. He has his own way of taking action. I'm not gonna do things just to make him stop. And you might think he might stop and he will turn more crazy. Whatever somebody's doing against you, you don't have power over it. Allow them to do it and just pray. Do whatever you can do to help yourself. I don't focus about what somebody is doing against me or speaking on me, trying to make me look bad, make me look because there's nothing that can make me go back to that person or saying I regret for leaving him. That's what they want you to do. Just let them be. There's one day they're gonna be on their knees crying and asking God for forgiveness, or they will be destroyed. They will be self-sabotage, right? I wanted to share that. Oh my God, I speak so much. I am so passionate about what I'm sharing to you. I am so passionate over it. And I started to think like that, deeper, by what I've been through, by listening to motivational speeches, by listening to other people's story, experiences. Instead of judging them, I've learned from them, and I understand what they've been through. Everyone wants to come to the United States of America. They don't know. They don't know what's going on in this country. When I was in France, when I watched Americans video, I had BET, I have all these things. And guess what? My parents has it, not me, because when I moved by myself, I didn't have no TV anymore. Even I had TV, I never watched it. Think, oh, America is great. This, when you're young, you see. When I visit America, I never seen so many a place with they call developed with so much as I said SDF. SDF in French means homeless, with so much homeless, so many homeless. And living in America, I think it's a way God wanted me to develop the person that He wants me to be. Because in France, I wasn't like that. I wasn't that deep. I didn't have time to think about people. America taught me life. Because I didn't have friends and family. If I don't work, that would pay my bill. The government will not help me like friends. I will have to work, and I don't like to always beg. I've learned how hard is this country. I've learned color, how difficult it is when you're a black person in America. I've learned how difficult it is when you don't have name, how people look down on you, when you don't have money. I saw that with my ex-husband, how people look up to him, but they don't know it. And he just think he is that. But the person has nothing to share positively. He just has his wealth sharing, his big house. And once the party is over, he is depressed. And God wanted me to experience this life, to understand what is matter to me. Because I can tell you now, if I met a wealthy man, he doesn't have anything to connect with me, he will be my sugar daddy. If I like him, I will not take him serious, or I will not need him at all. Because I know, I've learned with my ex-husband that wealth is not happiness. I've learned that your wealth, you laugh too well. I have to be honest, right? If he has all the nice thing, I will keep him around, but he will not be serious, or I will try to change it. I don't like to change people. I will share my message with him. But I don't even know that I would do that, because I am so honest to myself. Even things that I think, I can do because I want that, when the right time comes, I'm like, I can't. And I have to be honest. That's why I put honesty first. Faith and honesty is number one. People who has faith and people who are honest, it's hard for them to fall in the negativity, because they don't need someone to check on them. They will come to check on themselves, and they will feel so guilty. And a lot of us, we don't have that. We're living in a narcissistic world. The most selfish people are the one who are the most wealthiest, the success. They are the one that have success. They are the one that have power, and using the power negatively. Look at R. Kelly. Look at what his name, Epstein, this billionaire. Look at what they were doing to the world, using little children to do pornographic, human trafficking. And that's why you want to clean your mind. You have to put yourself first before you put materials and wealth. You have to put God first, because if you don't have God, you're going to be so easily distracted to they will manipulate you. The manipulators will come over your mind and you will allow them to take over you. My ex-husband, he said that I am stronger than him mentally. He said that to a pastor. He said, oh, my wife, she's so nice and smiling. Because I am small, very petite, very tall. And I'm always cooking. Like when they come home, they see me smiling. Say, oh, your wife is so sweet. Oh my God, you love it. I said, my wife, yes, she's sweet. But she's she's stronger than me. And because you know what? Now I'm dealing with the divorce. I know for what reason he said that. Because it was a fight for him to try to manipulate me, to try to change me. Whatever he does, he couldn't. I remember he bought a car, a nice car. Oh, that's for you. Did. When people like that, they do things, they never do it. They never do it because from heart. If somebody don't believe in God, they don't give you nothing for free. And when I was leaving him, he fighting for this car. You know what he did? The car that I can drive, he took it. The car on my name, he took it. He gave me a stick shift car that I cannot drive. Good people, even a relationship cannot work, they will not do things to hurt you. They will respect to each other. Even everything that he did to me, I don't hate him. When I feel like he's making me sad, stressed, I pray. I say, God, this is the spirit of the devil who's trying to use me to say bad thing about this man. I don't want to say that. Remove me in his spirit. Free me from his whatever he has, because I don't want him to keep using my name, using me, and trying to, because that's what he has now to keep him going, to keep him excited. Paying lawyers, go to court, try to make another person miserable. I said, God, release me from his energy. Now he's friend with somebody who was my friend. He got information from that person. I pray all these people, they stay away from me. That's why you have to ask God to protect you. So when people come to your life trying to act like they're your friend, and they have a reason why they come, for God to show you right away. I cut that person off and I don't feeling bad. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. People who don't have integrity, you should not be friends with them. They will sell you for money. They will do bad to you for money. That's why crime exists in our community. Because black people, we don't respect ourselves, majority of us. We are easily to sell ourselves for money. And life is almost like nothing for us. We see death as nothing. Crimes is so high in our community because we don't respect the values of living. We are so, like when a black person becomes successful, he's looking down on his sisters, on his brother, and this person, I can't relate to that person. All of a sudden they forget where they're from. They forget. I don't care your mommy come here to study. You went to the American consulate asking for visa, begging them to get visa in order for you to get a student visa. So don't act like you're different from someone who came here illegally. Mommy came here, she got pregnant of you, and you were born. And you got the American citizenship. Don't act like I'm 100% American. I'm a different black person. I am different from Haitian. I'm different from Cubans. I'm different from Trinidadian. I'm different this because my parents, they came to study. Your parents went to beg to ask for a green card. Prove to the American citizen, American embassy. Consulate, sorry. I don't know how they call them. We always like to use every little thing to put her brother and her sisters down. And I saw it with someone, with people. I saw it so many times. I'm gonna tell you that I'm a French citizen. I never really put my French citizen first. I don't see myself, oh my God, I am so proud I'm a black woman, a French citizen, this, that. But Haitian does. I had family in the US who turned against me for that, said, oh, why don't you go in France? Why do you want to be in America? Jealousy. They wish, oh, I was born there, I cannot even get the French citizen. And after that, I said, I have to cut this person off. Because I don't define myself by citizen, by money, by anything. And I talked to another girl. She started telling me, oh, a Haitian girl, I could get the citizen too because, my last name, my great-grandparents. Why you have to tell me anything? I don't care what you can get. Exactly. You Haitian, I'm Haitian like you, girl. I don't call myself by French. I'm a black girl and proud of it. When I'm speaking to, she's trying to speak French. Did I ask her to speak French? I am speaking big Creole with you. Approval. We're looking for approval. Black people, we never will. A lot of us, we not will. That's why they don't like me, because I'm so real. I'm so real. I'm not gonna try to be so. I do my lifty like I was in Haiti. I do my natural organic thing. I cook. I walk like in the sun like I was in Haiti. Guess what? Even I didn't grow up there, I carry this energy to me because I know that's my culture. That's where I'm from. He makes me connect with my country. I speak my language. I cook my food. I learn my culture. I don't need to prove nothing from nobody. I don't need approval from nobody. The citizenship that I have, guess what? He doesn't help me with anything because now I'm in America. To tell you that stop looking for approval. Stop trying to say you're not this, you're not that. I can get this, I can get that. Stop comparing your life with someone. Stop being jealous of somebody. Accept yourself for who you are. Something you wish you have, you don't know if this thing gonna help you good. You might think, oh, this thing gonna help me if I had it. But you don't know what this thing will help you with. Just ask God to give you what He wants to give you. Stop comparing yourself. Stop. Be happy. And that's why social media is doing such destruction. People are fake. People are showing their best life. People never tell the truth. Some of them been to the worst situation. They act like they never deal with trauma. They never had problem in their life. They had the perfect relationship. They're the strongest person in the world. They never deal with failure. They are the smartest person. They never said they have to struggle. I am a different type of black woman. I cannot relate to her because I have my little one that I can't relate. Until something happens, that's when you know. That's when you know. And even I cannot relate to somebody because sometimes you have to go to stuff in order to relate to someone's story. But I take the time to understand. I empathize with them. I don't just try to use that against them. When I was much younger, I was very strong with the way I talk. Like, when I saw somebody just wasting their time, I would say with a man I said, why are you wasting your time with this bomb and this? Now I am more. Life taught me to be more patient, to understand people, to not talking like that with them. Again, I was young. But when you are an older woman or an older man and you are so disrespectful, something is wrong. Because people who's not happy, they like to destroy others. They like to hurt others. A happy person will always want to share love, want everyone to be happy, sharing good message. They want you to be happy. Happily people want everyone to be happy. Happy people don't want you to be depressed, to be stressed, to be jealous of them. I don't want nobody to be jealous of me. I want people to have exactly the same thing that I have. Right? So that's what I wanted to share. Anytime that you see someone is trying to make you jealous, someone is trying to put you down, and that's why I clear some of my friends. In my worst moment, I understand who was really my real friend. Said, oh, Marie, you thought you that. What did you do? What did you do this and that? Why do you have to tell somebody that? Why do you have to? So in order for you to feel good, you have to make another person feel bad. And unfortunately, the person that you were talking to will never feel bad because she has such high self-esteem from God. Anybody who's trying to make me feel bad, they will go feel bad on themselves, because after I will come for them with a stronger message and laugh in their face with my happiness. They can't stop it. I have friends when I was losing weight who tell me I look like a skeleton. Make me feel so bad. Oh, you look like a child. You look like this. You look that. That is not friend. Those friends is in your worst moment. They're supposed to be there for you, supporting you, not putting you down, making you feel insecure about your body. Guess what? I don't. Guess what? My body is back. My shape is back. It was just a moment. It was just a season. Nobody can take this look away from me. God gave it to me. That's my bone shape. I might lose the skin, the body, but guess what? You cannot take that from me. I don't need to do a lot for it. I just eat healthy. I won't go to the gym. I walk in the sun for free, naturally. Go get yours from God. Go get yours from God. I don't need to say I want to redo my breasts. I want that butt to be tight, because that butt is already tight. That breast is already made from God. I breastfeed 2 babies in it for over a year. The breast still stand. Hallelujah. I have to talk to some of you who came from me in 2018. And you don't have no babies. You don't have no babies. You want to be jealous of a woman who gave birth to 2 babies naturally. Go get your happiness, my love. Yes, they know that. They know I was coming for the best version of me. They said I'm a skeleton. I look like a kid. I am so skinny. You know, women are the worst human being in the planet. Then even in the Bible, you see how the woman made the guy. Let me go. I'm a woman. But women, we have so much hate in our hearts. We get jealous. It's so hot. My phone is getting super hot. That's why I keep moving it. We have so much jealousy. And that's why I always said I'm a woman, but I think like a man. When I was single, I had a lot of male friends, because you know what? With a man, you can talk to them. You're honest. Men don't get jealous with a woman. And men, even they get jealous with their friend. They don't act like that. They don't use their power so evil, like using the words. Words are powerful. You have to be careful when you're using your words against people, especially in the worst moment in their lives. If this person is insecure, you know what you can do? That's bully. That is bully. Bullying, and acting like you are their friend. And in the worst moment, that's when you came to say, oh, you look like a skeleton. You look like a child. Oh my God, Marie. Where are you now? And that's why I don't focus on my looks. That's why when I was dealing with that moment, I was listening to motivational speeches. I didn't sleep sometimes at night. I was praying, because I know that was a different transformation for me. I will never be that Marie. I will be a different Marie, but stronger, smarter, who has more wisdom, and who became more beautiful naturally, more confident, who want to share more love to her community, who has a purpose. I didn't know my purpose at this time, but God was about to give it to me. And purpose is something that's so strong. Nobody can stop you. You will take a break, but God will bring you back until you make it happen. And I had to go to this in order for me to be that woman that I am now, to sharing this message with you. Women, if you could accept yourself for who you are, because did you see men going to do all this surgery? Do you see men doing all this craziness? It's only us who's doing it. We have more hate in our heart than everybody else. I always talk about men. Now it's the time to talk about women, because I always talk about abusive men, blah, blah, blah. We have our own issue. And if we could fix our own issue, we will be in a better place. We will be stronger. We will be there to support our men getting better too. We focus so much about her looks. I don't want this, I don't want that, because. You think just having a big butt, that's what gonna give you men? You think having a nice breast, that's what gonna give you men? Men gonna sleep with you and leave if you don't have nothing to connect with them. My ex didn't marry me just by my looks. And I have 2 children. If I still have a lot of men running after me, men telling me, even you had 6 kids, I want you. Not because only by my look, because I have something deeper than that. Men want a woman that can make them grow. When you can challenge a man positively, you can do anything. When you only have looks, what else do you have? Nothing. Go to Victoria's Secret, buying nice clothes. It's important, but it's not everything. Buying nice clothes, trying to seductive. Now it's their funny, Mary, right? And boom, things didn't work. Now you turn against your sister. Because this sister, I don't know, she probably do voodoo. I have friends and family who said my parents put things on me. Seduce, yeah. They said my parents put things on me. That's why, you know what my parents put on me? They put the great God on me. They put this, because my dad, people in Haiti thought he was crazy, because he never, like, calling his name. Anything he pray about, my dad pray about everything. Yes, he will pray about everything. That's what my dad gave us. He make us strong people. We are strong spiritually. He make us very intellectual people. He make us very open-minded people who can connect with anything. We will survive. That's why he gave us. And because of that, we have something that we can connect with anyone. I don't define myself with anything in the world. Anything in the society, I don't define myself with it. I am Mary that God created. I never need to be rich to feel better than another person. I never feel to have this to be better than a person. I always accept myself for who I am. And when things going bad in my life, I don't feel ashamed of it. I know it's a moment of transformation. Later on, he's gonna become positive, and I will share that message to the world. I don't live a fake life because I'm too real. Fake is not for me. I'm real from head to toes. And if I do a fake thing, I will remember. And I will go check on myself and ask God for forgiveness. A lot of you ladies say, oh my God, I like your hair. I like you. Probably your hair could be more beautiful than I, but you don't want to take the chance. You don't want to take the chance. And you're not patient. You don't give it time to grow. You want to put glue. People who's putting glue on their hair, you destroying your hair. I'm going to tell you that right now. I wear wig all the time, but I never put glue. Put some oil, letting your hair grow naturally. Do whatever style you want with your wig, with your weave, but stop putting glue into your hair. And after, you're gonna be jealous of another lady who has her hair naturally beautiful. Did you know what she went through to let this afro grow? Anything is not given for free in the world. You want to have nice body. What do? Instead of taking the time, YouTube can teach you so many things. I've learned a lot on YouTube. Even you never had a healthy journey, you could start your healthy journey by doing some smoothie, by cooking. Some people, I don't know how to cook. You can learn how to cook. There's a lot of things we don't know. We learn. It's not good, we try again. But guess what? That's not your priority. People always say, I don't have time. I have children. I can't work. I work too many hours. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no job who's going to tell me to work 7 days a week I will accept. Even they will pay me a lot of money. Because spending time with my children, taking time to cook my own food, going for a walk is more important for me. And that's how people fell into depression. They work. They work so hard for money and they don't have time to spend with themselves. They don't have time to spend this money good in themselves. and they ended up by depression. Things that you values, you will have time for it. I values personal growth. I values health. I values good mental health. So I take the time to spend time with myself, listen to motivational speeches. When I don't spend time with God, I had to ask God for forgiveness. When I don't cook, I have big pimple. When I started eating food, my body's react to it, telling me, you know what? You didn't take your time to cook your food. You've been eating fast food all week. So now it is the time to start cooking. That's what when you feed yourself good thing, and when you started doing wrong, you're gonna have red flag. You're gonna react negatively, tell you something is wrong. Last time I ate only french fries and nuggets, right? I have my down moment too, because I didn't want to cook. My children are not there, I don't feel cooking. My face started having big pimples. They no longer there, but I have big pimples. Anytime I start eating things, because of what? Because I feed my body good food. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not gonna buy Michael Kors. Anything that I have is brand name is from my ex-husband or a friend. I don't care for brand name. But one thing that I care is eating healthy. If I go, you will not see me buying a meat cheap. I will buy organic. I will go buy good food. All my money going to my belly. Because when this disease is coming to me, I want my body to fight it. I want to have health. My money going to my belly. I don't know how many women who are like me, they must say, this lady, she's crazy. I've learned to get natural things, making my own product, making my own oil, grow my hair naturally beautiful, making my own things, cooking my own food, not paying gym, fighting my own exercise. If I have a gym body, I will go, but I don't have gym body and I don't feel going. I love yes, true, bro. I love my belly. I love food. That's why I went to hospitality. And to be honest with you, I never used that degree. But guess what? That was the best degree I could go to school for. I've learned so much when it comes to food. Food is very important. Because what you're feeding yourself, that's who you are. You know, sometimes you cannot even focus because the food that you feed yourself is not enough. And I have to remind myself that too. Because a lot of times when you stress, you don't want to go for a walk. You don't want to cook. You don't want to do nothing. You're just eating things that is easy. Because it's easy. But if we care, I care when I see my pimple in my face. I don't want pimple in my face. And when I don't walk, I feel my skin is not strong the way it used to be. And I care for my looks. The same way I care for my mind, I care for my look. I might don't wear makeup all the time, but I love my natural looks. So if you want to keep it, you have to keep doing what you used to do good. Because I don't want to be jealous of another woman. When I saw another woman beautifully made, I said, wow, you look beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't want to feel like, oh my God, she is beautiful. Look at me. And start to be jealous. No. I don't have this mindset. Ladies, it's time to support each other. It's time as mother, as wives, as single mother, we should support each other instead of being jealous of each other's. I saw that all the sadness that I had is from women. The only sadness that I have with men, they cut me off because once I got married, they said they were in love with me. But I've learned so much about men. But women, a lot of us, we are so evil. We love making somebody sad in the worst moment in their lives. We happy. Oh, she thought this, she thought that. What else she thought? Even family, friends, we happy. We doing all this gossiping. talking bad about her, trying to figure out what's going on into her life, faking being friends, sending somebody to. Why do you have your time to spend negatively like that? Go pray. You see, all this time I've been talking, I could take this time to gossip about somebody else. But guess what? I have a message that I want to pass. I have higher thing that I want to do. Instead of looking on someone, spending my time gossiping on someone, what she's doing with her life. I'm happy this didn't work. I'm gonna do something so this never work. Lying, doing complot on her back. What do you get from that? Nothing. Shading. Oh, I'm shading. Their face. Nothing is beautiful when you have such expression. Smile. Smile, ladies. Especially us as black women, who people always call us attitude people. We have all these things. We cheap. That's called cheap. I don't know the name in English. We're looking at people. You know, I don't take those habits. They out. My habit is smiling all the time. My habit is laugh out loud. My habit is going for a walk, dancing, cooking, cleaning, taking care of my children, working on my brain, focus on my dream, focus on my purpose. I don't have time. I don't have time to focus on what people is doing to be jealous of them. I don't have time. If I feel like I'm gonna be like that, I'm gonna start praying. The devil spirit is a liar. God, take it away from me. Be honest with yourself and good thing will happen to your life. Stop thinking somebody has voodoo on them. They don't have voodoo. Because I'm gonna tell you something you don't understand. You people who's looking for happiness, for wealth from the devil, he will take it back. And he will take it back. Whatever you worshiping right now, if it's not God, he will take it back. The devil never give you things for free. You're gonna start turning crazy. You're gonna stop having problem in your relationship, anger issue, abuse, and you're gonna end up in jail. You're gonna start feeling like you need some drugs. People tell me, how did you deal with that? I deal with it with God. I wasn't the one who deal with it. God deal with it. My problems, they are not my problems. I give them to God because who I am to deal with problems. I said God to guide me. If I need wealth, I go to God. I pray for prosperity. I don't go to pray evil for money. When I had this COVID-19, I said, God, I pray that my body is free from this virus. My body will be, this virus will be out from my body. Prayer. That's why when you feel stressed, you stop, you can't do nothing. The devil wants you to feel stuck. Because prayer is the only way you can break bad energy around you. Break the devil when they're doing witchcraft against you. Because bad spirit really exists, believe it or not. But when you are a woman or a man who believe in God, who has strong will in God, strong faith, it will not come to you. They will not understand, but it will not come to you. That's why when you feel depressed, it's not from God, it's from the devil. When you're depressed, you want to close the window. You don't want to go out. You don't want to talk. You don't want to eat. You don't want to do anything good. All you want to do is just lay down. God don't want us to be laid down. God wants us to go for a walk, go help, don't go speak, tell his message. When I got the COVID-19, people tell me to be in bed. Hey, I said I'm not gonna be in bed. I took those shoes. Oh my God. That lady, she has a dress and she just like that and show. I took my shoes, I put my clothing on to go exercise. I didn't even have the strength. That's why my mind is number one after God. I focus on my mind. I took myself out in the sun walking. I did it again the next day. No taste, no smell. My aunt told me, eat, just put lemon juice. You know, Caribbean people, they have their way to make things taste good. Said, put lemon juice, put hot pepper, put this. You want to get your taste back. I follow what my aunt said. My aunt is my doctor. She knows everything. When I feel bad, I call my aunt in New York. She will know all the things to give me. I didn't go to the emergency room. I called my aunt because she knows. And guess what? I feel better. I felt better. I felt better. I felt better. If I stay in bed, you know what's gonna happen? I will probably end up at the emergency room. I will still be at the hospital. COVID-19. You know thousands of people that they die from COVID-19? I'm gonna tell you right now. Whatever you feel weak, you have to fight this weakness. I'm telling you because I've been through it. I had a car accident in 2019 or 2018. My bones were broken. I couldn't speak. So the ambulance came pick me up. I supposed to be dead. All I said, I wasn't the driver. My friend was the driver. I hold her hands. I started saying Psalm 23. And I said, God, if it's your will for me to die, I will die. But I know if it's not your will, it's not my time yet, I will not die. You have to be brave, even in your worst time. You have faith. Faith is it's what's gonna take you from the floor, put you in a jet. Nothing else. And let me tell you something. Yes, that's why a lot of them die. People in America, in the world, they allow the pressure on them. The media giving you pressure. Everybody is scared. Oh my God. Your faith, you should not be scared. You have something, you're gonna walk through it. You're not gonna have any problem, okay? I'm gonna tell you this right now. People they love making you so stressed out. That's why I don't have a TV. Anything that you're watching is rules. This happened. Nobody's praying. How many of us praying for the world? How many of us praying for the decision maker, the lawmaker? We have to pray for them, for them to not using their power negatively. Today I have to pray for everything, for countries, for continent, for the world, for everything that's going on, for the disease, for this virus to go away, for the pregnant women, for the homeless. We don't do that. I don't know them, but I have to pray for them because I know something bad is happening to the world and we need to pray. And you know what? When I went to this hospital, I didn't take any pill because I don't believe in pill. That's my belief. You can love it, that's your business. I don't say pill don't do good, but I don't believe in it. The doctor, they couldn't understand that I never seen a lady like that. And you know what? I stayed. And they said for me to stay in bed because I couldn't even breathe. I broke my how do you say coat in English? I broke this so that I couldn't breathe well. I started standing. When they're not in the hospital, when they were not in the hospital inside of my room, I stand and I want to walk like that. I couldn't even walk. It's my mind. God controlled my mind. I was in pain. I broke my bones. You think I wasn't hurt? But guess what? The time that I gave birth to my daughter at home by myself, I had a midwife. The midwife wasn't even there. I pushed that baby by myself. I know how strong that I was. Okay? And I know that baby giving birth taught me. I gave birth to 2 children naturally with no drugs. I know how strong that I was. And from there, I control my mind. My mind is control my body. My mind is control the pain. My mind is control the stress, the depression, anything bad that I'm dealing with. My mind will be the one to make the decision after God. People has to start focusing on the mindset instead of focusing on your look. And guess what? When your mind is aligned with everything, your look's gonna come. When I was with my ex-husband, my look wasn't there. I lost my look because my mind wasn't there. I was in a bad and abusive relationship that I wasn't happy. Even I had the money, I had the nanny, I had the husband, I had this big house. I looked like a crackhead. And I didn't take drugs. But guess what? I looked like that because I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy in it. I wasn't happy. And I know the mindset God wants me to have, the woman that I am, who always smiling, who always happy, who enjoy life. I didn't have it there. This person was so negative to be around me. That's why we always, people who have strong faith, they always have persecution. Because your faith is so strong, the devil will attack you, will shake you. But let me tell you something. Even you shake, you will not fall. Let them shake you. And one day you just stand and said, enough, today I had to pray. Because people, they don't really believe there's really spiritual bad witchcraft around us. It really exists. That's why we had so many distractions. We cannot focus. We're dealing with stress. That's what it is. And I don't know. Today I just had this thought to talk about it. And I started walking, and after I listened to my friend message again, I said, no, I have to talk about it. Yesterday I talked about the same thing. I said, no, the devil is a liar. He wants you to believe this is the right way to live. By being mean with your sister, your brother, by being selfish, by selling them for money, for whatever you think, by being honest, you're not trustworthy, by being not faithful, not doing any self-reflection. Be happy with yourself. Be grateful for the little that you have. The fact that you can breathe, you wake up today, you can speak. You should be grateful, because there are people right now who are billionaires, millionaires. They are at the hospital. All they wish is just to start breathing and start walking again. Anytime that I will feel sad, I will start thinking about someone who is worse than I, and I will start praying for them. Because what you thinking you need in order for you to be happy is not really that. People always think, poor people, they think, oh, I'm poor, I need money. Once they poor, they ended up by being a drug addict. And they depress. Because of what? When you're not ready spiritually and mentally for fame and money, the money gonna destroy you. You're gonna lose your family, you're gonna lose everything that was so worthful for you than money. That's why we have to be patient. When God has something for us, He will walk on His time. The simple thing in life are the blessing. Yes, that's very true. He will walk on His time. You might not understand the time, but don't worry about it. When God has something for you, it's not on your time. He is the one in control of it. He's working on this transformation. He's preparing you for it. Because when you are not ready for something, that's the worst thing that could happen. You are not ready for marriage, you married, you're gonna be destructive. I wasn't ready for marriage. This marriage was a toxic, the worst thing ever. If you're not ready to be wealthy, this wealth gonna destroy you. And you will remember how you used to be before. You will wish you weren't so wealthy. You know what? I wasn't ready for marriage. When I was in this marriage, I keep remembering of my singleness, the life that I used to have in New York City, how happy that I was. And people, my friends who were single, they were jealous of me. Because they think, oh, she got married very early, she has this, she has that. That's why you have to not comparing yourself to nobody. Accept yourself the way that you are. Ask God for personal growth. Whatever issue you have inside, tell God. Ask him to improve you. Don't try to compare you with with people. You don't know what those people are dealing with. A lot of people right now will not sit here to tell you what they've been through. What I'm telling you right now, I'm honest to you. A lot of people, they're faking it. They put a mask on. These people are the ones that they're destroying the world, because a lot of them, they're making other people, they just live their life to make others sad. They're not honest to themselves. When you're not honest to yourself, with who are you gonna be honest to? Because God, you can't lie to him. He's listening to everything that you say. That's why I'm very careful. That's why I cannot do bad to people, because I always know there's somebody watching over me. When you're not honest to yourself, you think you can lie to God? You see, every crimes, sometimes they think they get away with murder. There's always somebody who's watching. Even after 20 years, they are out. They think they have the best power, the best money, they have the best people. Guess what? Their own people expose them. There's always something, because God knows how to turn things around. Even if you have a lawyer right now who's working for you, don't force yourself to think, oh, my lawyer gonna do this, my lawyer is your lawyer is not God. When I go to trial, I pray God. I said, you're gonna use my lawyer body to do the right thing. When my lawyer don't call me, I pray. I said, this lawyer gonna call me today, this week, not gonna stop, she gonna call me. And she called me. I had to remind myself sometimes when I'm frustrating with this case to say, God, take over, Reed, you are my lawyer. And whatever a lawyer is trying to do to hurt me, to do this, it will not happen. Because there's a lawyer higher than them watching them. They don't know that. They don't understand that. Because they live in the world. I don't worry about what they think. Yes. I don't worry about what they think. My ex-husband, he think he has money. He think he knows everyone. I don't care about what he thinks. I don't care about who he knows. I don't care. I stay when people, oh my God, your case is so unfair. Oh my God, I can't believe it. You should believe it. What world do you think you live? It's because you never had such difficulty in your life. God didn't prepare you yet. God gonna prepare you to something. You're gonna, when you come out of this thing, you're gonna be a different person. You will never see this world the same anymore. Everybody, oh my God, how come? How come? You think I'm gonna focus on that to get my life? I focus on my life and my children's life. Whatever he did, that is in the past. That is yesterday. Yes. That is yesterday. I don't really care what he did unfairly, how he broke the law against me, how he manipulated the system. That is him. That is him. The people that he used, they will be the one to turn against him, because he didn't use the white people. The white people is God. You know who I use? I use God. I went to association. God sent me the white people. God sent me the white people. People I will never think. People who's not even in my community, but who just want to help others, who just have a purpose. There's this lady helping me. She from India. She's an actress. She has an association. She's not black like me. You know what? She was raped as a child. And that lady, the fact that she been to such trouble, her parents had to move in America with her. She focused on working with the FBI to help children, sex trafficking, domestic violence, all these things, negativity. That's what she focused. That lady, I'm telling you, if I become rich one day, her association will have 20% in my thing. Let me don't say things too much. Because what she did to me, she doesn't know it. But I can tell you, sometimes it's better. I told her how grateful that I am, but I don't know if she know how grateful that I am. Because that lady, she just came. I didn't even ask her for help. She just bring the help in my life. God's gonna send you the right help. You don't need to be friend with people who's not to be in your life. God will send you the right friend. You don't need to look for the wrong husband because of companionship. God will send you the right husband. You don't need to feel lonely. God is there with you. And this time, that's the time you're gonna know who you really are. People who is in the world will not always be there for you. You cannot trust them 100%. God will send the right person into your way. People tell me that I will not get my green card. I will not do this. I will not do that. I don't have no family in this state. He is this. He is that. And guess what? I didn't listen to people. I listened to my faith. People will think you arrogant when you have faith. People will think you know everything when you have faith. Because they cannot do the same thing as you. You are brave enough to take decision by yourself with God. And guess what? 4 months later, I had my green card. I refused to allow somebody abuse me, control me, disrespect me, take my integrity away because of green card. When I was born, did I have green card? I didn't have green card. And I don't know where I'm gonna die. I probably will live in a country who doesn't even ask for any paper because I don't care where I am. I never wish to live in America forever. I just wish to have the right to live there, have business, things like that. And I ended up having children. Lilo, I have to live there. And I lived in this country. I think God knows for what reason I lived in this country. Because as black people, we always think Africa is bad. The Caribbean, Haiti, Jamaica, Trinidad is bad. And we see America, France, Canada, and developed country. We call it developed country. Oh, our country is bad. There's so many corruption. But let me tell you something. Those countries they are the one that making a lot of corruption. The rich getting richer. The poor getting poorer. The rich are stealing from the poor to make their wealth bigger. And you know why I understand that? Because I've been to this divorce. You know why I understand that? I understand corruption. I'm an intellectual person who understands how people can do corruption the smartest way. Black people, you do corruption the dirtiest way. You go do civil war, killing. They don't do it like that. They don't do it like that. They do it the smart way. And the smart way is the dirtiest way ever. America is a very corrupt country. It's a very, 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 very corrupt country. They have exactly the same issue as a third world country. But they show it differently. Don't think America is perfect. Don't think America will save you. Don't think all this law they're writing, they will follow it. They will follow it. Until something really happens, they see they're gonna be in trouble. Protect women. You better protect yourself. You better ask God to protect you. Don't think you're coming to America, you can marry to any abusive man. And because you're in America, you're gonna be out of it. You have to put you out of it. But because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of association is a business, yes. America is a business country. It's not a family-oriented country. It's not a country that you can get help. You're gonna improve, like helping others. Because people here, more they get, worse they get. They become selfish. They become ignorant. I don't say everyone, because I know a lot of people who are wealthy. And they're good people. They want to help the world, but not a lot of them. I know some of them, not a lot of them, right? So I understand that, God made me understand that. God make me understand, and that's why when you not align with God, He will bring you back to who you are, right? He will bring you back to who you are, because I was raised in a family. My dad was a very loving dad, very loving. He never been material person. He is so focused on helping others, improve his community. That's what I used to see. Yes, exactly, Trevor. You understand everything. And when I moved, growing up in France, I didn't like the socialism system. I opened my first business at 7 years old. And from there, I understand I don't want to work for people. There's no amount of money that I can work for people to be happy. I am a person who like to work for myself. I'm a very independent person who like to work for myself. So when I move in, France is a country you feel a little bit stuck. They want to give you everything, but they everything that they give you is not to be successful. I have dreams. I want to be successful. I want to help the world. I want to have my business. Friends, everything is so complicated. And I started visiting the United States of America. I was young. I started visiting America at 17. And even I come on vacation, but I always had the business side. Anywhere that I go for vacation, even a job that I'm working, I'm visualize the job as how I can learn from it in the future for myself, because I'm a business oriented person. So from there, and I said it. I didn't even remember I said it. It's one of my friends in high school. She's like, "Oh, Marie, you remember you said you're gonna move to America, marry to a rich man?" You see, your words has power. I did marry to a rich man. That's because before, I'm not gonna lie, I judge people by, I like smart men, I like successful men, but at the same time, I understand now, a successful man, a smart man in book, wealthiest man doesn't mean they're good people. And God wanted me to know that. And God wanted me to come back to the parents, to the values that my parents gave me. And I know that is when my ex started to want to control me, started to manipulate me, to be unfair. Exactly. My ex started to, like, the nanny who was working for me, he will not tell her hello because I was nice to the nanny. He's attacking me. He didn't want me. If I'm nice to his friends, it's a problem. He's calling. I'm like, wow. And I started feeling I had so many issues with that, because I don't like unfairly. I don't. Like, if I live in a world with unfairly, you can give me everything, I will be miserable. And I saw how he's calling people in court for anything. I always had the issue with him. But because what he's doing to people, this is when I said, this man is not for me. I've become, and now he's turning against me. Don't go married. So he's turning against me. So from there, I know when I went to all this craziness, the world make me believe, because I was raised in a socialism country, that I need to marry this man. That was a lie. And I'm glad anything that is not good, you can take a good in it, because friends taught me a lot of things that I don't get in America. I'm glad I didn't grow up in America. Maybe the woman that I am now, I will not be, because everyone here, they're not honest. A lot of people in America, they're not honest. The number one dream is become rich. They don't have any purpose like to help the world. They focus more on restriction than helping. Fake. I'm helping. A lot of association you see who's saying they're helping women, they're not helping women. They're taking the money for themselves. They're giving the woman the freedom that she can get. America is a country. If they wanted to fix their problem, they could. The problem they have right now, black people against white, white against black, everything is about color. They could fix that problem, but they love it because they like the back and forth. They like the drama. It's a very dramatic country. That's why everyone here, they always dramatic. Everyone, any little thing, I never seen people calling people in court so easy. America, everyone call you in court. I'm suing this person. I'm suing this person. That's the life. That's a world. This country is about drama. It's about how I can sue that person to get that money. I want to be a millionaire fast. You're not a millionaire. I cannot be around you. You don't have money. What you have? What is your degree? Are you a doctor? Are you a nurse? Are you this? Are you that? You are you're not on my level. That's what they want you to believe. But that's not the truth. The world that we live is not like that. Education is supposed to be for everyone. Now education is a business. I never seen school calling me morning to night in France propose me thing like a marketing. In America, only the country that I saw that. Oh my God, I call you Marie, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is a business. Because let me tell you something. America is the only country doctors make so much money. Doctors in France, they don't make that money. Healthcare in France is free for people. How they gonna make money? You don't see people go in school in France to become a doctor like that. They go for passion, what they love. But everyone in America, even they don't like healthcare, they go to school for it because they make money. Healthcare system is a lot of business. It's money. And talking about that helped me really stings because I think a lot about, I get very tired about the world when I saw everything that's going on. And that's why I feel like God is punishing us because we don't listen to him. We don't care. We're very selfish. God is telling us, yes, God is telling us this is enough. You have to look over your sister. You have to help someone when they need help. Stop being selfish. You never had enough. Sometimes the wealth that you have to do something good, sharing to some people who needs it, instead of being in the Forbes magazine, the richest man in the world, the this, the that. Now you want to have power to make decision over the human race, you know. And let me don't talk about that because I don't want nobody to come after me. Sometimes when you have too much knowledge, they don't like that because they want you to be think the school system is what giving you knowledge, you know. Oh, I made this, and you don't have no knowledge. You just have knowledge. You don't have no emotional intelligence. All you know, you smart in book. And a lot of people in America, they are like that. Smart in book, no emotional intelligence. That's why they're so easy when something bad happened to be broken. They're dealing with problem, they go straight to divorce. And they look so perfect. They look so educated. They have so much money, beautiful family. But guess what? They don't have faith. It's easy for them to just go straight to the destruction. Because destruction is always easy. Eating bad food, they putting so much chemical even in the food. Yes, book sense, but no street series. No street sense. Even the food that you're eating is working in your brain. That's why I am very careful. Before somebody injects something in my body, I need to know what it is. Because after God, I own that body. That's mine. I don't allow no rich people to take decision for myself. Because God put me to the world. Each individual, they have their purpose. If your purpose is to destroy the world, you have to go revise your purpose. Because God never wants someone to destroy the world. God wants us to do good, to better the world. So anyone who's working with bad thought to bring stress into my life, stay away from me. And that's the message, guys, that I had to pass. I didn't even know I will go to so many topics. But with me, my brain changed fast. I will stop a topic, move to the next, right? So, and that's the wisdom that God gave me. And I'm glad that I don't feel any fear to share it to the world. Even sometimes friends and like, don't say, don't share, don't this. I am, like I said, I probably will die by helping a third world country because I don't feel scary to die for something that I believe in. I will prefer die by doing my work than dying in a bed, you know. And people like that, they are the one that make the world in a better place. Like now, women, we have the right to vote. We have the right to do this, do that. If there wasn't people fighting for that, we will not have it. Now we don't. We're not in slavery anymore. Even, you know, we had someone who stand against slavery to abolish slavery, and that's why I have a lot of respect for Haiti. Not because I'm Haitian, more I understand what the Haitian people did when it comes to black community, when it comes for fighting for freedom. I understand it. So all the thing that we have good, we didn't know how we get it. It didn't just come easily. Someone fight for it, and someone give their lives. They give their life in order for the future generation to enjoy it. Because these people, they have such purpose. They don't want someone else. They love others so much. Brave people, they not scary to die because they are in a mission. Until the mission is done, that's when they will be like, okay. And sometimes the mission never done. They stop, they finish one, they move to the next one. So those people are humanitarian. They are people who fight for human rights. They are people who fight to abolish slavery. They are people who cares for the world, right? And they are people who are brave, who don't focus on what the outsiders saying. They focus on the purpose, the message that the action that they can take to bring good things. And that's who I am. And I have such respect for these people. And that's my role. A lot of us in America, we don't have such knowledge. We focus so much. We are so distracted into money. We don't have time for us. Everybody think they're so busy. You're not that busy. You can make time for you. But we think we are so busy. And I had this message to set with you. Continue helping others. Focus on personal growth. Health is wealth, as Trevor said. When you feel weak, try to fight against the weakness and pray. Prayer is number one weapon to fight against weakness. So don't look down on others. Try to fight against negative judgmental, because you don't know what this person went through. See us as a human race. Don't try to say, oh, this person is homeless, this person is this, oh, this person is not this person is not in my level. I understand, but try not to. Instead, try to help them to change the environment. Help others. You don't need to have money to help others. Telling somebody what they can do to improve themselves, sharing something with them can help them. Listen to them. Empathize with them can help them. And if you have money, help them. If you have food, give them. Be nice to people. Give them a smile. Stop giving attitude. Stop being mean. Stop being cruel to others. Jealousy will not help you. Love will help you heal. Focus on your healing journey, your healing season. The same thing that I'm doing now. I've been doing it for 3 years. I can tell you that's a great way to do. If you want to be confident, that's the best way, because you're spending time with yourself, with God. Once you fully heal, you don't need people always to be around you. You see, I've been talking to you guys for like over 1 hour. I have people calling me. You hear text message, everything. This is my time. This is my purpose. This is the time that I had to share my message. And I don't need no connection with the world. I don't need no connection with my friends, because I have time for friends, time for me, time for my children, time for what I believe, time to spend with God. That's all I have to do. God bless you. Have a good Sunday, everyone. Don't give up. That's meaning Creole. Have a wonderful day.